Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Higgins. Big hold to the 30. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Higgins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 17 yards to pick up there.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Throwing on first down. Houston. And right away he lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on second down. Houston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. 4 down. 4 down. Check 3. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round.
Off the play fake. Houston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing after the interception, Houston. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Double tight, guys. Double. Watch him now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, Higgins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But a
a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over. Detroit.
Looking to throw. Higgins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Houston. It's hauled in by Shepard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Flex round.
Throwing on first down. Houston over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, Houston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Operating from the gun, Houston. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. It's a party now. It's a party.
Looking to throw on second down. Higgins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man. Complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Higgins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 3rd down, it's Love. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Throwing again. Houston. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Higgins. He's going to launch this thing. And this is caught. Touchdown, LA. In for the score. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ohio! Ohio! That is right. Hey, we got four. We got four. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Houston. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third down, it's Love, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Check back 33. Check back 33. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw again. Houston. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Houston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bowen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 4. Here we go! What? 90! What?
Operating from the gun, Houston. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
From the gun, Houston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bowen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! What? 90!
On 1st and 10, Houston throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on 2nd down, Houston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Higgins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming. From the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the penalty certainly helps him out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Back to throw. Higgins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Higgins eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Gun! 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 Edge. Go, go. Over!
From the gun, Higgins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Higgins. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Gun! 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 97's the mic.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! 97's the light, 97. Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
To throw on second down. Higgins. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
Looking to throw. Higgins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%.
Right, now,
I don't know how you
Lucky
slow him
56.
down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
97's the light. 97's the light.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Open space inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. A 22-yard scamper. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. No problem there on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Houston, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
What? 90. What? 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to throw. Higgins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah,
it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On third down, it's Peters. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 30. And he cuts it back right, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Houston. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Houston. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking to throw. Houston. And he's going to go down again. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Higgins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing to start the drive. Higgins toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Higgins. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Higgins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.